Hey, hey! Look at us. You guys remember us telling you about the water bottle holders for our packs? Cindy and Brian make those things, and they stopped by to visit us here in Colorado Springs. And look at, she's got her little stash here.
Yeah. Cell phone holder now.
So there's a cell phone holder.
A Cuban fiber bag.
Pesky approves of that.
Yeah.
And the water bottle holders that goes on your pack. So I'll put the link on the video so you guys can find them and order them because they're pretty cool. Hopefully you can hear this because it's windy. All right, Brian and Cindy,
Thank you.
making the hiking world better. All right. Hey. We're starting our PCT training.
Yeah.
Colorado Springs, Colorado. We're doing a Section 16 Palmer Loop. Section 16 Palmer Loop.
Good climb.
Yeah, we're trying to get...
It might rain on us, but maybe not.
Yeah,
With a little luck, it might wait till we stop.
it's kind of cool and it's supposed to rain a little bit, but
I'm stuck, sorry.
Lynn's trying to get her
I'm
pack
totally
on. She forgot how to put her pack on.
Yeah, I did.
Anyway, this one is a good training hike because it has a climb, and that's what we're trying to do is adjust to the altitude and get our legs stronger. So
Yep.
So here we go.
here we go, you guys. We're a month away from starting. Oh my God. All right, check in later. Made it to the top of our climb, no problem. And have a little bit of snowflakes coming down. Pretty cool.
Anyway, yeah.
First see it, it's all ice, right? And we're like a big snowball fell out of the sky. My God.
And it was glistening like it was ice.
Yeah, it looks so real.
But there's no other ice around it.
Right.
Looking at it, it looks like
fell.
wow, that's a phenomenon.
There's no other ice around it, and we said, wow, well, I guess that was just really a big snowball that hadn't melted yet. So the next day we get to it, and it's Annette said, it hasn't melted at all. So we touched this cotton ball.
The miracle it didn't blow away.
It's so real though.
Yeah.
Well, we feel pretty good.
Yeah.
We were trying to get a feel for, just where we are, exercise, in shape-wise.
Yeah.
Since we've been in the desert forever. But we feel really good.
Yeah, so we'll just build from here.
Yeah. This hike kind of has, a good incline and we're at higher elevation. So I, for sure, felt pleasantly surprised.
Yep.
Pretty good.
We're happy.
Yeah.
And my foot's feeling good.
Yeah.
And Annette's hip flexor.
Yeah, better today than yesterday on that little hike we did.
All right.
Yep.
Whee!
We're good.
Hey,
Hi.
it's the Wander Women.
Mm-hmm.
Here to talk to you today about through hiking.
Yeah.
So we put on our last video that we were going to hike the PCT and go as a flip-flop, which is what we're going to do. Mm-hmm. But we had a couple of comments that made us kind of research some things. But somebody commented that it's not a through hike if you do a flip-flop. and somebody else commented that it wasn't a triple crown unless you do all the miles, and so most of our comments are really positive, but every once in a while we'll have some that are kind of negative. But at the same time, I said I don't want to misrepresent what we're doing, so I researched it. So I put in a through hike. I googled it, and there are some definitions where people believe that you go from one end to the other as a through hike. And you can't go backwards on the trail, you can't skip and then come back and finish, you just go one straight line like that. Kind of rigid. But
however,
when I researched it, because I thought, well, I don't want to call it a through hike if that's not what we're doing. But the associations, like the Appalachian Trail says that a through hike is you complete all the miles in a year, any which way you want to go. Yeah. The Pacific, sort of the PCT, I mean, if you look on their through hiking thing, it says Sobo, Nobo, and then another alternate is the flip flop. So we feel comfortable calling it a flip flop.
Yeah. Right. And the flip flop,
I mean, a through hike
for the trail, for the trail communities as a whole, a flip flop is really helpful for them. Like, for instance, on the AT, they have all these people that pack into Georgia and start the trail at I just forgot the
Amicalola Falls.
I wanted to call it Apple.
But they're all there at one time.
Yeah, and so they encourage the flip flop. Yeah. So they have the big flip flop day and celebrate that. And the same thing when we talk to the PCT people, they're like, yeah, flip flop, awesome. Mm-hmm. So.
Less impact on the trail at any one time. I mean, it really
because a lot of the people that start in Georgia, they don't end up going on. They don't make it, a lot of people, that far. So if people spread out where they started, it would make the trail maintenance and the environmental impact a lot less on Georgia people. And then the same thing with any of the trails, as far as that goes.
So we feel okay calling our hike the PCT flip flop through hike.
Yeah, you're hiking all the miles. I mean, it's not like
you do it.
So then the other piece was the Triple Crown. So I looked up the Triple Crown. So there's an ALDA, the Long Distance Trail Association, created a definition of what their Triple Crown is. They honor people that do this Triple Crown, and that means you walk every mile of all three trails. And if you come to a closure, you walk around it, or you go back and you finish it when it's open. It's not necessarily a through hike. You just complete. It doesn't matter how long it takes you and which way you go. You just walk all the miles.
Years.
So. So we all three of us did all of the miles on the Appalachian Trail because there were no closures.
Nothing was shut down on that whole trail.
Yeah. So then the Continental Divide Trail, Lynn did 900 miles. Yeah. Because she had a job, so she got off.
I had to go work.
Work. So she did 900 miles of that. Actually, you've done more because you've done the Colorado Trail.
Right.
So probably
1,100 or
1,100 miles.
But,
So Annette and I did the trail, the CDT, the trail that was legally open. So we missed a couple hundred miles of the trail, Glacier National Park, and then a couple places in Colorado.
Colorado Fire and Blowdown.
So we would have to, we plan on doing Glacier, but to do the Triple Crown, we would have to go back and complete those miles that we missed to apply for that ALDA's Triple Crown.
And there's like this official Triple Crown thing where you apply. But if you hiked all three of the major national scenic trails, people call themselves a Triple Crowner.
Right.
If they missed, 40 miles because of a fire closure or whatever.
It's legally open. Whatever.
It's a social Triple Crowner, but people call themselves Triple Crowner. So for us, this will be our Triple Crown hike if we make it. And we always approach it as we're just starting. We don't know how much we'll be able to do.
Right.
Well, we would have. On the PCT, we'll probably miss some miles too, because we're already looking at Oregon, and there's a 150-mile stretch there, or I don't know how much of the trail, but the PCT, there's a fire closure, and the PCT says there's not a walkable alternate unless you walked on a busy road, and so they recommend that you hitch 150 miles around it. So we would do that. We're not going to walk on a busy road. It's just not what we do. So when we were in, we kind of, our goal is to walk all of the trail in a season that's legally open. When we come to a closure, we make a wise choice about it. If it's another trail, we hike it. If it's a dirt road or a paved road that's not busy, we'll hike it. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
We hitched a few road walks on the CDT because Annette's hip flexor was hurting, and so we made that decision. We just make decisions as we go. But on the COVID situation in Glacier, when we got up to Marias Pass, there was a 40-mile interstate walk to go around, catch a dirt road, and go up to the border on an alternate route.
Yeah.
And we're just not going to do that. It's
Right,
just not-
and
Doesn't seem safe.
yeah.
I mean, it's just not really
And
safe.
people-
Yeah.
Yeah, and people advise. They said,
Don't do it.
Don't do
Don't
it.
do
It's
it.
crazy. It's
So
bang. it's
sometimes
dangerous.
people get locked into that real rigid mindset.
Yeah.
And you could come up to a avalanche area, but I've got to do it because if I get off trail, then I'm not a through hiker. And that's not using, we kind of have.
I don't even know if those people are actually through hiker people that get, because when you're out there and you're actually hiking, you kind of realize that stuff happens. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that just got closed for fire, so
Yeah.
we're going to have to. It's harder. I mean,
Yeah.
it would actually
Yeah.
be easier if you could just walk it.
Yeah.
But you have to figure out a way to get around it and get
Yeah.
around. Da
Yeah.
da da da.
Yeah, so we kind of have our own style of long distance hiking and our own style of through hiking and triple crowning, the Wander Women style.
Right.
WaWo, the Wander Women style. Because we really think that we're going to get out there, we're going to hike the trail, and when we're going to be in the moment, you come to a situation, like Annette said, the trail's closed, you make a decision. And part of being in the wilderness is making decisions. I mean, just following a white blaze or a blaze isn't that, challenging. You're thinking. And so that's more our style. And when we were doing the CDT, the Wind Rivers were full of snow. We decided to go up to West Yellowstone, walk backwards, let them thaw out. All of that planning and strategizing we like. So we're going to kind of continue to do that, but we will not apply for the all-day-long triple crowned certificate unless we did all the miles. We would make sure we did all the miles on all the trails before we applied for that. So we're just doing our own Wander Women style.
Yep.
So people might ask us, are you going Nobo? Sobo? We say, no, we're going WaWo.
That's our new thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
So anyway,
we're
people.
just out there having fun. You know
You're
what?
still-
I mean, ultimately, we are out there just having fun.
And you're still
going
hiking.
and doing as much as we can do.
Yeah, and you're hiking the mile. I mean, it's the nitpicking
Oh, yeah.
of the thing is crazy because you're
Yeah, we're
not like,
we're hiking hard.
Sometimes we bump into what we call the FMEs, the fragile male ego, that have a hard, somehow our success diminishes theirs somehow. And so some of the pecs are that. But we wanted to make sure that we're not misrepresenting ourselves in this, community and really kind of research it. And so we feel good about what we're doing.
To clarify, a flip-flop is a through hike.
Yes,
Officially,
definitely.
is.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so that's what we're doing. And we have 3 weeks left
Ooh,
before we start.
getting excited.
And we're feeling like we're just going to go out there and do what we can do and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, so we wanted to thank Cheryl, who we met, connected with her on Instagram. And she's watched our Appalachian Trail through hike and has been
Yeah.
following us for a little bit. And she sent us a resupply
us
box to
a
get us
whole-
ready for the trail.
That's right, which is really fun. We got lots
Look at
of
this.
stuff.
All kinds of stuff that hikers love.
Tea and all the stuff we use. Nuts,
We won't mention
dried fruit, Nutella.
Snickers bars.
And look at this.
Put in
Hard to
there.
slip.
Knows us well.
A really
Tea.
cool little
Yeah, multi-tool.
multi-fork. A multi-fork.
So thank you so much,
Yeah,
Cheryl.
thanks,
It means a
Cheryl.
lot.
That's really nice. And we're going to use it.
Yes, every bit of it.
Yep.
Really
That's
fun-
really
fun, good
nice.
stuff. Plus, it's always fun. I mean, it's fun.
Let's get a package.
Yeah.
It's fun. And she sent us a nice card
Mhm.
with the flower growing out of the dirt.
Very nice.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks a lot,
Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Yeah.